Yo, what's good, Josh? Your boy Blizzy again. We back in the building. It's been a while. I've just been making moves, doing what I do. But the main reason why I had to make a video today because there's been a lot of, you know, about this whole BET shit with this whole hip hop. You know, they saying that Latinos created it 50-50 when we all know it's bullshit. I've been on Twitter, I've been on Facebook, I've been on Instagram, I've been on, you know, other different platforms, all in the comments banging out, you know what I'm saying, protecting the culture and everything like that. So I'm gonna talk about that today, man. One second, man. I gotta spark this shit before I get right, dog. I got my black right here, got my coffee right here. We're gonna start the day off right. Alright? Now, if you've been following me in my channel and everything like that, y'all know I'm from New York City. I lived in the Bronx for like 5 years, but I'm from Harlem. You know, so I'm 36 years old. I did not, I was not there when like hip hop started because I'm too young for that. But I do know like the whole hip hop scene and everything in New York City from what I see with my own two eyes because I'm a photographer. I go to fashion shoots. I go to artist showcases. I go to basketball games and I videotape. I do all that. I do all of that. So let me remind you that hip hop culture, is honestly the number one culture and the most revered and the most emulated culture in the world, right? Now, the reason why I feel as if I had to come on here and say something about this is because it seems to me as if like the powers to be is honestly trying to strip our culture away from us, man. And I see that shit. And if you're an FBA, if you have FBA or whatever, you Black American, you have to say something. You have to be in the comment sections. You have to bang out. You have to let your voice be known. Because just like country, just like rock and roll, just like blues, all of that, they're going to try to strip everything from you. Even Beyonce went on the CMT and she had caught backlash from country when it's her own people that started that shit. So there's a lot of swagger jacking going on. It's a lot of culture vulture going on. It's a lot of shit going on, right? So when I'm in New York, right? So let's start with Puerto Ricans, right? They swear up and down that they created hip hop 50-50, that they were there from the very beginning, right? You was not there from the very beginning. I know that for a fact, right? Everybody would tell you, for all the pioneers would tell you, yo, when we was doing hip hop in these parks and everything, we was on our side, they was on their side. They were saying, oh, what you doing listening to that Moreno music, calling it jungle bunny music or jungle music. They were saying that what's that word they used to call Black Americans, coca latte or something like that, coca laco, something whatever. There's a lot of bullshit going on, and then later on they got put on, right? Fat Joe was like, oh, this swagger jacker, disrespectful ass nigga Fat Joe was like, oh, I'm gonna get Crazy Legs so we could do a documentary. But Crazy Legs already told you that he already seen you know people out in the park breakdancing, so he decided to join. But it was already Black Americans that been doing it. We all the founders and creators and everything like that. If me personally, if I was to say how Latinos, was it the 50-50? Honestly, man, I give it like a 95%, 5%. And that's real rap. That's real rap. I say 95% to 5%, right? And then they put out all these, oh, this person is Hispanic, this person is Panamanian, this person is Mexican. Yeah, but you ain't know that there was Mexican and Panamanian until later after they got put on, like Fab. We ain't know he was Dominican until like 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even tell that that you would swear they Black American the whole time until they get put on and successful, and then now they, oh, I'm Jamaican, oh, I'm, you know, Dominican and Puerto Rican. Like you wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So they use their Black American style, they swag, and all that to get put on, and then when they get put on, it's like they switch up. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, oh, I'm a Latino, you know, and shit like that, bro. And that shit's crazy, right? Now, I'm from New York City, so I see everything, right? The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, and all the other Latinos and Hispanics. But honestly, man, I'll be on the train, I'll be on the platform, I'll be all of that. When I walk past them, they be saying my nigga more than we do. And honestly, I don't even say that word, my nigga, a lot. I barely say that word. But when I walk past two Mexicans, they say, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, to each other. They be calling each other nigga. The Dominicans, they be calling each other nigga. And they saying, oh, how, you know, they help push the culture forward and they the pilot. No. When they come here, they see how Black Americans rock their hairstyle with the line up, with the parts, with the lightning strike part, you know, with the styles and all that. And then they tell their moms, and they tell their moms when they go to the barbershop, hey, I want my hair to look like him, because that shit's fly. It's the end thing to do. Like Jordans. Like, my question is, when have Black Americans ever took anything from the Puerto Rican culture and emulated it? Never. We never took Puerto Rican culture and emulated it. You know, but they take our culture and they emulate that shit to the T. You know, if you take they outfit that they wear in their music videos and everything like that, and you block out how they look like, you will swear up and down that's a Black American. Even Bad Bunny, he be having the braids with the beads and, you know, with the earrings popping, with the, you know, all of that. So that shit is honestly to erase us, disrespect us. So, you know, this ain't no shot at no Hispanic and Latinos, because I know a lot of y'all know the truth. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, man, it's extremely disrespectful to be doing that shit. You know? It's extremely disrespectful to be doing that shit. You know, BET on some other shit. BET been on some other shit since forever. But when I seen that shit on Twitter with all the flags and shit, that shit was extremely disrespectful. Just like me and a lot of FBAs, we felt some type of ways about that, right? I felt some type of ways. I'm like, hold up. Like, why is it that we always have to include ourselves? Why do we have to include everybody else in our culture, but everybody else keep their culture to themselves? They don't invite us to no music awards, and you know what I'm saying? They don't invite us inside their culture. If we do try to go inside their culture, it's a problem. They talk shit, it's a problem. So why is it that we always got to open up our arms and welcome everybody in our culture when they don't do the same? You know what I'm saying? That's like what Tariq Nasheed said, that's self-ethnocide. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, man, we sick and tired of it. You know what I'm saying? We sick and tired of it. You know, and it's funny, right? Because a few years ago, I was like, damn, yo, we always open, we always invite everybody. It's gonna be a hot day in hell when we just say, as a collective, we say fuck it, and we start banging back, right? But I like to big up the Black Americans, man. You know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if y'all can see it, because I see it, but we rising, man. We rising, we banging out. We are very influential people. We very loving people. We very welcoming, inviting people, you see? And they use that to their advantage, and they try to fuck us up over again. So, and one thing that I do realize, right, with Fat Joe, right, it would have been fire. It would have been better. It would have been more respectful if Fat Joe was like, yeah, you know, the Black Americans created the culture and the swag and all of that, and, you know, and we participated, and, you know, he's grateful to be included and welcome in our culture. That would have been fire. That would have been awesome. You know, when BET would have came out, when Fat Joe was hosting the awards, we would have been in the comment section with fire flame emojis and yo Big Joe, yo, you know, do your thing, bro. You know, we support you. Blah 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 blah. But now he just want to be on some disrespectful shit. Is fuck a Fat Joe, man. And any black Americans that rock with him and y'all don't check him, fuck y'all too, man. Straight up. Straight up. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You know how I rock, man. I don't give a flying fuck. You know what I'm saying? That shit was very disrespectful. Honestly, man, honestly, it's getting to the point to where when I do watch battle rap, when I do watch any like music videos, if there's like a Latino or Hispanic artist, I kind of turn the channel now. That's not to be disrespectful or nothing like that, but it's just that shit is just so disrespectful, dogs. Like, my nigga, like, that shit is so disrespectful on what the fuck they doing. And they saying here it's 50-50. And yeah, we helped shape the culture. You ain't helped shape no culture. You don't even your culture is not even fly enough to shape anything. You know what I'm saying? Your culture not even fire. It's not influential. Like, you was playing salsa and merengue and all that. That has nothing to do with hip hop. You can't take salsa and merengue and spin that to hip hop. That shit come from the Motown, James Brown, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm not gonna sit here and go through all of that because y'all already know what I'm talking about. But that shit is extremely disrespectful. So if you Latino and you Hispanic or whatever, the best thing for y'all to do right now is, yo, just tell the truth. Be like, yo, these dudes, they created it. We don't want no smoke, because the same way how y'all don't want us in y'all culture, we can easily spin that around and honestly kick you out the whip. We can honestly and truly kick you out the whip. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? You have to be respectful of other people's culture. You can give props what props is due. And that's all I gotta say. But I'm glad we rising and I'm glad we banging out. You know what I'm saying? I'm with y'all. I'm gonna be on all these comment sections throwing trash cans and dumb down emojis and all of that. We banging out, man. But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers is extremely disrespectful. Extremely disrespectful. And I'll talk to y'all later, man. This is your boy Blizzy. Want you to go like and subscribe. I got more videos coming up, man, but that shit is extremely disrespectful, y'all. And honestly, man, I've been feeling some type of ways for a month now. Man, it's Blizzy. Man, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man, but stay tuned for some more, man. Keep banging.